Jim Robson built a hill climb here on his private property at Wallachia in far western Sydney at the foot of the Blue Mountains. And he opened it for competition in 1957. It was a very daunting 650 metre track with some very tight bends, some trees right on the edge of the track, big rocks and drop-offs. This is all that remains of the starter's shed today. Some very impressive cars raced here, and the Australian HillClimb Championship was decided here 5 times. 1962, 63, 64, 69 and in 1980. This was the first corner, an uphill hairpin called Organ Beck. After Organ Beck, the track dropped down here into the Dipper, and then it went uphill again towards the next corner. Big Tree. Big Tree used to be right there, and it's long since gone and turned into firewood and gone up a few chimneys. Very few people climbed this hill in under 35 seconds, and those who did got one of these badges. This was McConnell Walker Straight, not really a straight. It's got a big kink in it and it goes steeply uphill. After McConnell Walker Straight, it's about 100 yards long with a kink in it. You came to what was officially known as Shell Corner. But the competitors didn't call it that. They called it Ambulance Corner because the ambulance used to park in the runoff area. The ambulance hairpin was really sharp with this humongous uphill pull out of it. So you had to power in, throw the car in, keep the power on to get up that hill. Jim Robson's grandson says that this venue closed due to a lack of finances with the ongoing costs of things like insurances, general upkeep and so forth. And part of the track collapsed one winter. That was the final straw. When I ran here in about 1980, Ambulance corner was without doubt my favourite corner. It suited my car because it was front wheel drive, so I'd come belting up the straight, not hit the brakes and just throw the car in, which would give it incredible body roll, and then put the juice back on and belt up towards the top of the hill. Loved it. Behind me is the uphill run from Ambulance Corner to Lockheed Bend, the last really significant corner. Don't be fooled by the camera, that's really steep. It killed me to walk that. When things began, there was a row of double Armco here, and the announcer and a few spectators used to be just on the outside of that. Then they built a proper commentator's tower. This is exactly where it was. There's nothing left of it now. This tree here, after the apex, is called Gordon Stewart's tree because he used to clip it all the time with a knockoff on his red car. I'd like to thank Jeff Newey for that information and for identifying a lot of the cars in the films and the stills. The white finish line is still painted on the road. This is where the guy sat, I guess, with the stopwatches. In 2010, the Roads and Traffic Authority acquired this site, citing it was for compensatory habitat. They also spoke about using the land as an open-air convention centre. Not a lot of rubbish greenie speak. I spoke to the owner of the land where our houses have been built today, where the pits used to be, and he said that he sold the paddock in front of his house to the national parks. So if you come in his gate but don't go to his house and go straight towards the trees, you'll hit the track, and this is all public access. 35 seconds from the bottom down near the house up to this white line, that would have been a pretty good run. I'm now going to show you some rare movie footage I have digitally enhanced and added a soundtrack and titles to, bringing the good old days of racing at Silverdale HillClimb back to life. anecdotes and experiences of the people who raced these tracks. Easy to read, very large font. The most comprehensive and lavishly colour illustrated work on this subject ever.